Two. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Homeward Bound. How are you guys doing today?
Doing very well.
Doing well. Mid-move, mid-chaos.
How exciting.
Be in the perfect mindset for the shadow plane or wherever the heck we found ourselves.
Yeah, where the fuck are you guys? I have read many a theory since we last played.
Don't you write the theories? I thought you were the dungeon master here.
I mean, I know where you guys are. I'm just trying to play along and be part of you guys, part of the cool group for a little while.
You can't.
That's right. Once you're boss,
this is a lot in life.
Once you take a leadership position, you can no longer, what do you call it, socialize with the lower ranked people.
Yeah.
I
think if we'd have had one more scene last time, maybe we'd been able to make some better theories. But right now, I think we need to go and look at the boat and see where they're running off to, right?
Sure. So, last we left the party, you guys were on this hill fighting this demon with way too high AC. 36, I believe it was. And the rest of them, when you guys were locked in the tower, stuck by this one, the rest of them walked off somewhere else. And I guess we can come back in with you guys having just killed this thing. Is Ryan, are you still or Nick, are you still holding on to it?
Yes, I am. No, Ryan's holding on to it. I think I grabbed it.
I dropped it and you caught it. And
yeah, that's right. Sorry.
I thought you rolled something to catch it before it fell.
Yeah, I did. Check. So I'm holding it, Neal.
Yeah, that D20 I think was his check of some kind. I don't know, Spectre. What are these rolls? Oh, these are all Neal rolls.
Oh, I might have been testing stuff. Yeah.
In any case, I think that that D20 plus 7 was a successful dex check to catch it.
Yes. So I thinking that we have to go look at the boat. I will drop it to the ground, but I want to grab its sword, Neal. What's its sword made out of?
Obsidian.
I grab it and I want to shove it in my backpack and then go with
the sword will not fit in your backpack. It's a giant obsidian sword. It's 4 feet long, including the blade and handle. There's no way, and it doesn't have a sheath. It will not fit in your backpack. Yeah, you can wield it. You can sheathe your flaming one and wield the obsidian one.
All right, I'll do that then.
Mm-hmm. Cool. It is considered a two-handed. Well, no, it's a one-handed sword for you. It's a bastard sword, hand and a half.
When the demon drops to the ground and presumably turns into those things,
it does.
Does the sword disintegrate as well?
Nope. It stays in your hand.
Does the other equipment disappear?
It does.
I guess we only killed one of those dudes.
Yeah.
We killed the dogs and the weird slender man.
Neal, you said that when I was fighting with my own sword, I felt sluggish amongst all the things. Do I notice any difference swinging around this obsidian sword?
Absolutely not. You are still sort of... You realize that you're a fish out of water here. It's as if gravity's heavier and the air is thicker, or your feet are sort of stuck to the ground, molassesy. Everything is just a little bit more difficult to do. You are not a natural denizen of this plane, and you are gonna suffer in it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to work out, is it just myself and my feeling of the laws of nature, or is my equipment weaker as well? If I start using their equipment, is that better suited to fighting them?
We'll find out.
I take a swing with the sword against the stone of the lighthouse and see if it is any more damaging than I would expect.
I mean, neither this sword nor your flaming sword would damage the stone. So your blade just kind of hits it.
So while this is all happening, I think Grimes has moved to the ledge, or maybe the lighthouse, the top of the lighthouse, if that's the best view, to see if I can watch this ship as it sails off to the horizon.
Well, it's nighttime, so you're still having a hard time seeing anything, right? There's just that
always nighttime, right?
Yeah, it's just a little bit of starlight reaching you. So
there's continual light stones out in the bay, correct?
Correct.
And is there a torch? There's a continual light in the lighthouse, or is it fire in the lighthouse?
It was a fire that you would set in the lighthouse. The continual light stones do not illuminate the dock. They're a little bit farther out in the water where the dangerous rocks are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is a fire lit. We lit a fire. So
yeah,
I can,
in the lighthouse.
Spotlight that, aim it at the ship.
No, there's no spotlight, right? The mirror function was broken, so you guys just have a fire in the top of the lighthouse. Unfortunately,
okay.
you'll probably have to go and check it out on foot.
There is no foot. There's a C. What about through a gem of true seeing? Is there anything false about them that if I look out at the demon ship through a gem of true seeing?
You can't see the ship, is what I'm saying.
Okay,
It's
so
on the
looking
dock, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it sailing away?
It is not sailing away, or at least it hasn't reached a point that you can see.
Then I guess I'll walk out to the dock.
All right. You want to give me a move silently check?
Sure. I move silently. I think everything is 21. Low rolls, but we're fine.
Move silently. Okay, that is opposed by other people's rolls. They are, what do you call it? Passively. They're not really paying attention. Where's my dice? Here we go.
I felt like we ended last episode with them sailing out to sea, but
they were walking back to the base, I think.
They were going to the boat, and I think you guys just assumed they were sailing out to sea. So you creep up down the hill and over to the dock, only to find it covered in this pulsating, thick, rubbery substance that seems to be slowly crawling its way out and towards the lighthouse. From your position behind a large rock, you can see those same monsters you were fighting before, as well as a few others hopping off of this. I guess it's sort of like a fleshy boat, but it doesn't have a nice boat cutter shape. It's more of like a barge or something. It's like a big square with walls, no mast of any kind.
Is that grown into whatever is covering the docks?
So it has affixed itself to the dock and is what is spreading out from there.
Okay, so it seems like the barge landed and brought this growth with it.
Yeah, it actually looks to you like the barge is the growth.
Yeah.
That is spreading.
Look of horror coming across his face. Grimes quietly backsteps up the dock and back towards William.
Whoa.
Unnoticed. Despite my low rolls, I was
completely unnoticed.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're still here at the docks. That ship they came in on is growing.
They haven't left? They haven't left?
My head.
Maybe we should leave.
I look, to my wounds and William's, which I think are even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably need to recover and return. I think, how far are the docks from the lighthouse?
40 feet. No, probably 80 to 120 feet, something like that.
And how far up the docks has the demon barge grown?
The flesh has passed the barge and is crawling across the land inch by inch.
So
it's not very fast.
Like a few feet past the dock, or
yeah, just a few feet past the dock.
Is it coming out of the water or the barge?
It looks like it's coming from their boat itself.
I don't think we've got time to think about what's going on, right? I think we just need to leave.
I was trying to calculate at the rate they're going, they'll probably be at the lighthouse by morning. Well,
definitely in a couple of hours they'll be by
from now.
Yeah.
We need to go rest and recover somewhere. And
can we look at the wild map, Neal? See where we need to leave to here.
Yes.
As we go to retreat, I'm going to throw this obsidian sword onto the ground. Does it disintegrate?
Nope, it stays.
Ah.
Where are you guys? You're here.
Oh, God, we're in the middle of the open. There's nowhere to go.
Yep.
Fuck, we've just got to bail down the peninsula.
everything here is off color, right? In whatever plane we're in, or
no, it's just nighttime. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, can we see the tower in the distance?
No, it's nighttime. It's dark. You can't see shit.
Right, okay. It's not a good place to head to.
tower.
Where the giant was and the Knolls.
I mean, I'm inclined to just fall back far enough to recover and then come back and see what they're doing with what their plans are with the lighthouse. So just get it far enough away to make a safe camp. We may need a couple of days, huh?
I just think, the further we can get away from the coast, the safer we are. What if there's more of them out there across the sea?
I would assume there are.
I don't. Maybe we are dead.
What do you mean?
Days ago, a week ago, I can't remember now. But you said maybe we're dead. Maybe this is hell or wherever. Our souls are trapped. Remember? Look, let's.
I look down at my wounds. Are they like bleeding and pulsing with my heartbeat?
They're leaking a little bit, but not as much as you might have expected them to. It's almost as if your body's already starting to stitch them over.
All right. Shrug. Well, I think let's get out of here. Taking some rations with us. Let's.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we don't need to eat, do we? But for the comfort of it.
All right. You guys head down the peninsula. Why don't you move yourself?
How far can we get in the day?
Just move yourself to the bottom of the peninsula, if you don't mind.
I can't select myself, actually.
Oh, well then. I shall do it on your behalf.
Thanks, Neal. Can we see them throughout the day when we're walking at all?
No.
Do you see any more in the sea?
Because, again, nighttime, limited vision. But what you do hear when you get maybe 7 or 8 miles away, get to the base of the peninsula, is this loud, ear-splitting shriek that emanates from the direction of the lighthouse. It just sort of lets out this.
How much longer after is this?
Like 8 miles. Base of the peninsula. And
it's like a siren. Stop.
It doesn't stop. You'll find as you continue adventuring or continue walking for miles or days, the noise does not abate. It might get a little bit fainter as you get farther away from it, but even when you're this distance, even when you're like 15 miles, you can still hear this ear-splitting shriek, although it doesn't hurt your ears anymore, coming from the direction of the lighthouse.
Is it calling more of them? Grimes.
Must be.
You never
Can we still see the lighthouse in the distance?
Nope.
Not the fire on top. We've moved far enough away that.
Oh, I guess the fire might be visible from a distance. Yeah. You'll see the fire until it naturally burns out. I don't know how much wood you had in it ready to go. The creatures neither age nor damage the fire.
Interesting.
Yeah.
As we're walking, Ryan, I want to say, Grimes, we never really spoke about what happened in the last battle with the Scrags. You said that, well, tell me again. At the time, I wasn't maybe listening properly. The last thing I remember is that
so
the one with the
ago.
swords.
Yeah. I don't remember when you fell, but I slipped behind them into that chamber, that room. I don't know if you saw it.
I shake my head.
Their queen was there, locked in some sort of trance over the orb. When I slew her, broke her concentration, all hell broke loose, and a void appeared and sucked everything into it.
Do you think
She began summoning ice elementals. and it was honestly all a bit of a blur from there. But I think you can go catch the VOD if I...
What do you think happened to the orb, though?
I don't know. I didn't destroy the orb. I cut her hands free from the orb. I don't know. It was at the center of the vortex.
Do you think this orb's responsible for this? Where we are?
I think the orb swallowed itself and maybe brought all of us with it.
Maybe we can use it to get back. Maybe the Scrags, the last ones, the ones that were on patrol. Maybe they know how to use it to get back.
You want to find more enemies?
Well, maybe find the orb.
Yeah, that's where we started. It would have been so easy to just turn right around and walk back into the room we came from.
Yeah, I know. But
yeah, we can. Yeah. So
also maybe
see what's left of the orb.
Yeah, and on the way we could try and find the cleric, the Knoll, the one that let us live. Maybe she has answers.
If we weren't friendly before, maybe united against these demons.
I think even the Scrags may have to reconsider our relationship in the light of this. Although we did single-handedly eradicate their entire species, so nothing guaranteed, I suppose.
Well, let's walk. So I guess our plan is to trek right back where we came from.
Yeah, I think so. Well, we could try and find the last volcano and get to the old
yeah, maybe that's better. Yeah. Right. Yeah. You mean this volcano up here?
But yeah, I think the entrance was down here, wasn't it? I think it was this here entrance. I'm not sure exactly.
Oh yeah, maybe up here. So anyways, for now we'll head to Fort Pass. There's gonna be these rivers on the way, aren't there?
Oh god, yeah. Maybe we can go around on the mountains?
I don't think that's much better. So there's still gonna be like waterfalls or something at the head of all of these rivers.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then we're climbing instead of swimming.
Could we make a raft once we get to the trees?
Build a bridge. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. I guess it's not supernaturally cold, so we don't need to worry about freezing in the water. We just need to worry about getting across.
We don't need to worry about eating or drinking either. I mean, do we even really need to sleep? Like, I've been feeling tired. Well, I'm not sure, actually.
You do get tired.
Okay.
Whether or not you need to sleep is... You could try going without it.
I've got a theory that if I kill Ryan, that he'll dematerialize and respawn in the capital of the demon city, so...
You don't tell me that, do you?
No, I don't think William has that theory. Just, you know.
Nick has that theory, but...
Theory, yeah.
Nice. So you get to this river right here on the map. And sure enough, it's, you know, you could just wade across it, or you could build a raft or something. What are your thoughts? We've tried crossing rivers before.
It's gone well so far.
How deep is it? Like, is this a rushing river, or have things calmed down since much of the snow has melted?
The river definitely has calmed somewhat. Well, this music is way too loud.
Oh, I'm not in the disco.
The the river has calmed down somewhat.
The music too.
Music too, yeah. You could probably wade across it. Give it a shot.
It's gone well. It went so well.
Was that like a dex check to wade?
Yeah, dex checks to keep your footing and not, you know, get swept off or something.
Well, that's no good, Neal. Can we cut down a tree and forge
Sure.
How wide is the river?
30 or 40 feet. It's not a particularly big river.
How big are these trees?
They're 30 or 40 feet tall. Probably a little bit taller.
All right, I slice the tree off with my flaming lightsaber.
All right. It's not a lightsaber. It takes a couple of hacks to get through the tree, but eventually it does come down, and you can position it over the river and trot across it without any problem.
One river down.
All right. Yeah, you can repeat this from river to river, and we won't have to worry so much about it.
Go to this next. I honestly feel like tiptoeing across. Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking before I screw us over.
Honestly, what, Ryan?
No, we're fine.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys make your way back to Fort Pass.
Do we recover HP while we travel?
Nope.
Not. No.
Nope.
We spend some time here then.
Okay, so then I think we get to Fort Pass and rest. Is there rations at Fort Pass? There might be.
There are. They're buried somewhere. Now, it's worth noting that you guys have traveled about 75 miles without stopping or sleeping. So you clearly don't need sleep if you don't want it. But also your wounds have not healed in the slightest.
Yeah.
Well, all right, that's good to know. I guess now's the time to... So how does it feel, Neal? Does it feel like we've been walking for like a month, or does it feel like when we actually stop and think about it, maybe it's only actually been a day, or is the time like passing strangely, or does it feel like we've spent a huge amount of time walking?
It feels like you've spent a huge amount of time walking, certainly.
It must have been pretty obvious then, once we tried it, that we could get away without sleeping.
Yeah.
After like the first day. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder what Grimes and William talk about on these 75-mile hikes.
It's a good question.
Do we talk, or does it just, like, it's a long time to talk?
Yeah, I think we do talk though. I mean, there's bound to be. Do you have any ideas, Grimes, on what our priorities should be?
Priorities.
Well, we can't just give up, can we?
I think we've pretty disconnected from reality, aren't we?
I look up in the sky.
I think our only priority is getting the hell out of this hell.
Well, yeah, but I mean, even the best way to do that is.
I don't know. Hop on a boat and sail away.
I look up at the stars and point them out, and I say, "Do you think that's back home over there?"
I squint. Do any of the stars look recognizable? Looking up to the north.
How religious of a man is Grimes? Do you have a religion proficiency?
I don't have a religion proficiency. I think he's about as religious as you could get without one, but
yeah.
Right. So,
none of them really look familiar.
Went to Catholic school, but didn't pay attention. Wasn't bright enough for anything to stick.
Yeah, you don't. They're unrecognizable.
Hail Martha when shit's hitting the fan, but that's about it.
But think about it, Grimes, right? If we're in another world adjacent to our world, and all the gods exist over our world, maybe we're just seeing it from a different angle, and that's why it's all in the same direction. Maybe that, I say, like, that's where Arcadia is, that's where Drakus is. We just need to find a way back over there.
I think we're a lot farther from home than that.
I'm not sure how you could get any further than that.
All right.
So
we
rest at Fort Pass.
Yes, and it's worth noting that shrieking sound you can still hear. You're 75 miles or so from it, and there's still this sort of like echoing.
But it's
Has
been
it gotten
gradually
quieter, or is
It has gotten quieter the further you've gotten from it, but it still shrieks. It's not particularly rhythmic. It seems to stop sometimes and start, and it'll have short bursts or loud. There seems like there's some sort of messaging system within it, but it is audible from at least 75 miles away.
That's right. Nimrod and the dogs are all with us.
Oh yeah.
They were in the lighthouse during the fight, right?
Yes, Nimrod has been deadly silent this entire time. And
do the dogs just swim across the river?
They just swim across the river, yeah.
We don't have a sled, right? They're just a pack of dogs.
They're just a pack of dogs. Yeah.
I feel like maybe we should put a Nimrod token on the map so we don't forget.
We will replace the William token with the Nimrod token.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
He's our mascot.
Yeah. I'm sitting there in the tower one night listening to this thing.
You mean the tower in Fort Pass?
Yeah, listening to this squealing sound. And maybe I'm like half asleep. And you know, sometimes when you're like half asleep and half awake and your dreams kind of like mix into reality. I go like, Faris, please stop swinging that fucking sword. And then I realize that
It's
it's the sound of the squealing demon.
yeah, it's not too far off from the hawk sound. I mean, it's sort of a weird screeching thingy. Could be close.
I'm starting to entertain ideas that this is just like, if this is hell, like if I actually just died in the battle and then who knows what happened to Grimes afterwards, that this is just like a representation of Faris inside my own personal hell.
There's no way that Ryan and I would team up to play a prank on you like that.
Yeah, well, that's true. But from William's point of view, though, you know.
Right,
Definitely wouldn't conspire against you to give you another epic longsword and snatch it away before you get a chance to.
Are you still carrying your obsidian blade?
No, I drop it. You said it doesn't disappear.
Right, yeah. So you just left it somewhere?
Yeah, I think so. It's awkward to carry, right?
It is, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
who wants to haul around like a sharpened steel blade that you have to hold in your hands? Otherwise, you're going to cut something with it all day long. You know?
You could like wrap it up in something.
You could. Not that you have backpacks.
Oh yeah, we don't even have backpacks anymore, so.
Yeah.
Got a harness with a bunch of swords already strapped to me, but I think my magic swords are probably better than this obsidian thing.
Probably.
And I don't even think Grimes can handle a bastard sword particularly well.
Well, you spend a night in Fort Pass, wake up in the morning refreshed, all of your wounds healed, still hungry and still sort of tired, but, you know,
Right.
alert with wounds fixed.
Full HP after one night.
Isn't that how we've been doing it?
No, it's 8 HP a night.
Ah, well, yes, 8 HP a night then.
Okay, so we spent some
There we
time here. I need to get 47 HP, so it's going to be 6 nights.
I need to get. Oh, actually, not quite that. I need to get
Oh, here we go.
39. 39.
6 nights. Heal up.
So where to?
Volcano, right?
Yeah. Do we want to
Which
stop
one?
by the Knoll wood on the way?
Yeah, let's look for the Knoll.
All right. You guys move to the borders of the Knoll's territory. It takes
Wait.
you some
Sorry, Neal,
hours.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
At one point, we could see all the marks on this map. And there was something here on this mountain by Fort Pass. Now, we've walked past this a lot. Do we do we see anything up there ever walking past it?
Certainly not right now. You can't see at the top of a mountain in the middle of the night.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. Let's ignore it then. As much as it pains me to do it.
Give me an intelligence check, William. Because you've been told before in the past what is on that mountain.
Oh, really?
You have been. You've been told actually a few times.
Which mountain?
This one right here.
Fast.
Yeah.
Frost giant something, right? There's like a
Yeah.
Something to do with the frost giants,
grave
yeah.
or a cave or
It is
It's a
the
shrine, isn't it?
Shrine of Tempos, I believe. Or is it the Shrine of... No, I think it's the Shrine of Tempos.
Can we check it out on the way?
yeah.
Like, can we retcon moving the kobold over here and go back to there?
Sure, or you can just turn around and hike back up, whichever way. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay. Maybe Nimrod mentioned something about it.
Or if it looked interesting, I mean, Grimes could have climbed it in that extra day you were resting.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, that's a good way of doing it. Yeah, you had 2 extra days on me.
Okay. So you climb the mountain. It's not a particularly steep or difficult climb. You can just sort of make your way in your own switchback. There's no actual trails or roads or carved walkways or anything. But most of it is quite doable without any sort of climbing check. It's only the last maybe 30 feet that I'm going to need you to make me a climbing check for.
Sure. Let's see if I can not roll a 1. Climbing is currently, I haven't upgraded it recently, only a 26.
Are you
I'm almost.
Yeah. Perfect. Are you bringing William, or are you just going by yourself?
I think this is Grimes alone while William is down at Fort Pass recovering.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have intentionally brought Nimrod or the dogs, but it seems like there's non-zero
They gotta be
chance that
somewhere.
they would have been interested and followed.
Yeah.
So maybe roll to see if Nimrod was curious and followed Grimes up the mountain, or if he stayed back at the fort.
All the dogs and Nimrod are going to come with you up the mountain, but they're not going to ascend the final bit.
Okay.
But they will walk with you. Nimrod is particularly terrified of everything that's happening right now, and he's got separation anxiety, and he does not want to be outside of eyeshot of one of you two.
He needs to use us as meat shields.
Yes,
right.
You are the guardians of Nimrod.
It's in the rules that the enemies will attack Nimrod last, but he has to have allies nearby for that to work.
Exactly. All right. So you scaled these last 30 feet without too much of a problem. Maybe a rock breaks free, and you almost lose your footing and your grip, but you manage to press on to the top, where you find a flattened peak to this mountain, on top of which is built a large temple. It's got columns that wrap all the way around, and within the columns there's a wall, but you're climbing it from which side?
Northwest.
You're climbing from that direction? Okay, so you'll be approaching it from, I guess, the northwest corner of the building. You can't see any doorways on your side, but there's probably any good temple should have an entrance.
I circle around the building and find an entrance.
Yeah, there's an entrance on the south side.
Okay.
It's just a hole where the walls don't meet. There's no doors on them or anything like that. It's a flat marble wall all the way around with Corinthian-style columns around that, and a triangular roof with engravings that you probably can't quite make out in the dark on them as well.
I'm also not particularly literate, although I do have a spare non-weapon proficiency. So I think one of these days I may accidentally learn how to read.
Oh my god.
We'll see.
Yep.
Grimes, I think, instinctively stealths, tiptoes up to behind a column and wraps around, so he's side to a door, and then peers in, drawing a phase dagger to conceal himself further. I don't think they illuminate anything, do they?
No.
Even if they look like they're on fire, but the flames
shed no light.
The thick flickers. Yeah,
no light or heat. So you step on in, and similar to that other giant place you were in, there are cubbies, giant-sized cubbies along the walls with giants standing in them, resting with their eyes closed.
Real live giants?
They're not moving, but there are giants there.
Not statues.
Not statues, but giants. Unmoving giants. They don't even seem to be conscious or awake.
Yeah. Grimes is a cocky bastard, so I think he just walks through the temple, through these sleeping giants, tiptoeing, moving as silently as possible.
The very middle of the temple has a large crack that runs right through the marble floor. And as you approach it, you can smell these vapors coming from the crack. And once you get a little bit closer, you can even see a little bit of mist rising from it. I guess you can't see, but above you there's a crack in the roof that lets the vapors out.
I circle around this. I definitely don't huff the vapors. And I guess I walk to the far end of the temple. Is there only the one entrance? There's not a doorway out the back?
On the very back side, instead of an exit, is a more decorative cubby hole slot that has a giant standing, resting, leaning in it, something like that.
All in all, how many giants are there here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. If there's nothing else of note, no other side rooms, no treasure hoards.
Just a single room with 5 giants and a crack.
Yeah, 5 giants, high on crack, passed out. And so I will leave after investigating, climb back down, and report this to William.
It is so.
What did you find, Grimes?
William, I think Grimes comes running into to Fort Pass.
What
Giants. There's giants, and I go pointing up the hill.
Alive?
I nod. Sleeping, or on drugs, or something.
Frost giants?
How do you tell the difference?
I don't know.
They didn't look frozen. Then again, I didn't touch any of them.
Do you think we should wake them up?
I was trying as hard as I could to not. It's kind of like the Gorbov's cave. There were little cubbies, and they were sleeping there, maybe hibernating.
I don't think they're going to be very happy.
And in the center, a massive crack spewing noxious fumes. Maybe some sort of temple. There was no shrine to any particular god or goddess, was there, Neal? Or no religious insignia?
You are religious.
Statues.
As we've discussed, you're a semi-religious man, and you have seen the symbol of Tempos for ages hanging around Yarmir's neck. And that symbol was all over the place in that room.
Okay, so it was a temple.
Yeah, definitely a temple to Tempos.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they inhale that gas and it somehow messes with their time perception or something. Maybe it'll let us to go back.
Do you want to visit the giants? I don't know how kindly they would take to us now that we've unfrozen and unhinged their home.
Yeah, I know, but maybe that whatever that gas that they're hawking in there might do something magical or something.
If you get yourself knocked into a giant-sized coma, that'll leave me here alone with Nimrod.
Maybe the
I couldn't handle that, William.
I think if either of us, well, dies, then I struggle. So what hope is there then? Should we find the Knoll? Maybe she'll know something about these giants.
To the Knoll?
I guess so.
All right. The party grabs their shit, trudges on again. Nimrod and the dogs come with you. You reach the edge of the Knoll forest later that night. And from the edge, you see no signs of gnolls. Every other time you've been through here, they've sort of been waiting for you at the edge,
Well, there's only one left.
I was going to say, I wonder what could have happened to them.
I wonder.
You remember her name, Grimes?
No. Mother.
I had some sort of digital record.
Everyone madly scrambles to look through notes.
I mean, my notes are pretty much non-existent, and I have them down.
Zara, I believe. Try shouting at Grimes in Knowledge.
Grimes shouts mother in Knollish, hopefully. Maybe he just shouts mother in common because there's no Knoll to hear him scream.
Yeah, it just comes out in common.
No, Grimes, just say it. Zara, are you in here?
Your words just sort of echo around the woods. The shrieking is still going off in the background intermittently.
No sign.
And I think we enter the woods.
Yeah, let's go looking for, I guess.
Zara!
You shout and shout. As you get, I don't know, how far is this? 5 miles in? There comes a shout back in your direction. It's more of like a howl, like a wolf howl, kind of like a ow.
That must be her.
Does Nimrod or the wolf or the dogs respond?
They certainly do. Nimrod instinctively drops to the floor, going prone. The dogs kind of perk up. One of them howls in response. The others are just sort of looking about.
I think we let the dogs respond for us to give away our position.
Okay.
Returning howls with howl.
All right. The howls get closer. Your dogs howl more and more until Zara comes before you as you guys meet up. She stands in her...
Did we have to cross a river on the way here?
You did, but you'll notice these rivers have small little bridges already built over them, like crude bridges. Zara stands before you. She's still wearing her bone armor and bone shield. She has in one hand a spear, the other hand the shield, and she looks between the two of you.
I think Grimes takes a knee. Mother.
I look at Grimes, and then look back at the Knoll. And I guess I'll drop to a knee as well.
What vengeance have we wrought? I think Grimes stands and looks to size up Zara.
She's sort of doing the same thing to you guys. Her breathing is fairly heavy, like she's been running or something. And as she looks from one to the other, and then back to Grimes, she says, "What vengeance indeed. It seems you have fulfilled Velthara's desires. But at what cost?"
What does she say, Grimes?
We have fulfilled Velthara's desires. I don't know if that's that's such a good thing.
Can she speak to her god here?
Can you hear your goddess's cries?
We are somewhere halfway between heaven and hell, outside of the reach of the gods, in a land where food and water are not necessary, where our wounds heal over instantly, yet there is no light, no warmth, no divine intervention.
She cannot contact the gods. She thinks we are somewhere between our world and the next.
Has she seen those things? Can she hear and screams?
Yeah. Have you seen those things? And I point north. Have you heard them shriek? Can we hear the cries from the lighthouse?
You can. I hear the shrieks, but I know not what it is. What is it?
Demons? So your prayers, they're not answered here?
She shakes her head. There comes a small, like, quiet howl from behind her, and she sort of like flinches at it.
I look like over her shoulder, and I guess it's dark. We're in the woods.
Yeah. You don't see anything, but she does like move to block where you're trying to look over her shoulder, if she can. Yeah.
Yeah. I pretend to ignore it. As I say, oh yeah. Well, Bellum's flame still burns brightly, even in this place.
Have you spoken to him?
I guess William's got the sword, but I'll unsheath one of my phase blades, showing like the flickering of ethereal flame.
Mm-hmm.
He speaks in his own way.
She approves of your symbolism.
There are other creatures here. I think than this place's inhabitants. They arrived from across the sea, and their pestilence grows in the north.
She nods. And that's when your dogs...
we could hear the shrieking or not?
You can't hear the shrieking, yeah. But at this point is when your dogs start flipping their shit and start barking like crazy.
I flip around and look.
Yeah.
There's nothing to
William
see.
Grimes draws his blades and goes somewhat semi-ethereal.
Right. At first, there's nothing to see.
And, like,
There's just the
whirls
barking
around.
of your
Yeah.
dogs. But then, breaking forth into your limited amount of vision are some of those like hairless, skinless, fleshy dogs with, detachable jaws and bony plates coming out of their joints, running at you guys on all fours.
We can kill these ones, Grimes. Fight them.
And we should roll into some combat.
So the cleric hasn't got any spells, then I assume.
No spells.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh, she's with us. She's not. I guess we'll see.
Is Nimrod level 1 yet, Neal? Feel like
Nimrod
he's-
is never going to level, no matter what you guys do. Just so you know, we've got like properly set expectations. He is forever a 0th level kobold.
He will never mooch our XP.
Never.
Did no one ever play Neverwinter Nights, the Hordes of the Underdark? You have like a kobold companion and he eventually like grows dragon wings and becomes like a total badass. It's great.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because kobolds are dragons in 3E or something silly.
Deacon, yeah, that's it. Good.
Okay. I don't yet have dog tokens for you, but I will have them soon, in like 3 or 4 weeks.
Alright, so we're not dying yet then.
Well, hopefully not. Otherwise, I just put in a big order for tokens, and if they're not going to make it, it's going to be really embarrassing.
Alright, let's kill some dogs then. Oh, you doing us a map?
I am doing you a map, yes.
So while Neal does the map, Grimes, I had an idea. What if, when we get to where Yaramir and Faris died, if there's like demon versions of Yaramir and Faris there? Because their souls were so powerful or something.
This is a bit of a. I don't think we have any reason to think that that would happen, but it could.
I suggested it to Greg and said that he'd probably discussed it with Neal, and then he got deathly quiet and never responded. So,
Like Greg and I would do that to you.
yeah.
How many dogs did you have in your pack? Was it 8, right?
Yeah, 8, I think.
Okay.
Neal, let's not kill the dogs. Come on.
Well,
I don't even think they're effective in this fight.
Well, yes. There's no need to kill them.
they're still barking and they're still dogs. They're still part of the fight. Unless you can somehow get them out of the fight.
Oh my god, these fleshy little bastards.
Okay, let's open up our initiative order. You should have control of your character sheet. Are you at full, everybody? I think you've only had 1 night of rest, right?
We
Yeah,
had
we
a
stayed
week
at
of
4
rest.
pass for ages, yeah.
How long did you stay at 4 Pass? Until you were full?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine then.
6 days or something.
6
The
days.
6th day was when Grimes climbed up to the giants.
Okay.
Oh, these are the fleshy dogs. Okay. Demon dog. I thought we were fighting were seal gnolls.
No. These are the skinless, hairless,
Yeah.
fleshy demon doggy thingies.
Yeah.
Grimes, tell Nimrod to get the dogs out of here.
Yeah. Nimrod, get the dogs out. And I guess we're rolling initiative.
Please do.
How is Nimrod rolling a 1? I guess he's a small creature.
He should have rolled at +3.
Well, he's small. He should roll at +2. Is that a thing, or is small, medium the same?
Oh, he for some reason didn't roll at +3. He should have a 4. They should all roll at. Even small creatures roll at +3. It's only tiny creatures that roll at +0.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that we need to change about Dungeons and Dragons.
Add it to the list.
Oh my god, you guys are so fast! Alright, so first one up is Nimrod, and you tell him to get the dogs out of here, and Nimrod grabs the closest dog by the, one arm around the front, underneath the neck, and one arm on the tail, and starts, pulling the tail and pushing the chest and yapping at the dog, and clearly no language at all, just a communal yapping, and pulls,
He just drags the one dog.
drags one dog away.
Okay.
Next up is the first of the enemy thongs, and it breaks into your line of puppies.
Oh!
Too many puppies. Getting shot in the dark, and attacks the first dog. Let me just turn these dogs around.
You heartless bastard, Neal.
Hey, I'm not the one who's letting my dogs tank for me.
You drew the battle map and put them right there.
You had your dogs behind you while you were talking to What's-Her-Face. If you cared about the dogs, you would have said, I gathered them before me and guard them like a mother hen. All right. The dog, the demon dog, as we're calling it for now, takes a bite at a dancer, but dancer manages to dance out of the way. Grimes, It's your turn.
Grimes leaps to the protection of his dogs.
Like a good mother hen. Oh.
Let's see. So I think I'm gonna push through the dogs, come around behind this one, make some attacks at it. So here's a main hand. No. Oh, there's a back attack on that, but I don't think a 10 hits.
It's not gonna hit. Yes, that will do it.
Attack for 8 points of damage.
And they have...
There's no vulnerability to ethereal, is there?
Hold on. This is your so one of your weapons did double damage, right?
I have a matched set, so if they both do double damage. If they did, right? So I've got the phase blades. Right, one is a sword, and then this is the dagger version.
Yeah, but one of them does extra damage versus living.
Right.
And that's the one that does more damage versus the demons.
I thought they both were the same, but maybe not. I think they were. I think they were identical. One was just a dagger, and then one was a arming sword size. But maybe I'm mistaken.
I think that's wrong, but I don't know.
Your phase sword special and phase dagger special. Yes. Your phase dagger also does 2d4 plus 2d6.
Okay.
Is that right?
I think
Shit,
so.
I'm trying to remember the lore on this. Yes, I think that's how it went.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're both burning,
that-
right? They both have the invisible flames around them.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's what's...
And the physical damage does double too.
Yes, you just double all damage on the die.
Okay.
So you do a total of 12, which does cut one of these guys to shreds. You have ripped his life into pieces.
Sort of whirls around and braces for the charge.
All right, the next
Dasher
dog.
back.
Roof, 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 roof.
I don't have any animal handling or anything, so I don't. Oh, is the facing? Does the round edge go the direction I'm facing?
No, it should be the pointy edge. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Okay, the next dog bursts for you and takes a leaping bite at you with a natural 20 on the attack roll.
Of course he does.
Yes, he does. He will. That's a modified 26. Does that crit?
It does clear by 5. Yeah, I have 21 AC.
Ooh, all right. You get bit for 3 and 3, 6 damage. And the dog sinks its teeth into you and does not let go, reducing its AC dramatically by 8 points. But does give it a bonus to hit next round. All right. Next up is the next dog, which comes from the side over here and tries to bite at your other leg with a 24 to hit, just a regular hit for 6 points of damage. And William's turn rolls around.
All right. None of them seem to be looking to come around the flank, do they?
You can barely see any of them.
Okay, I just go on to fight alongside Grimes. Can I roll an animal handling check on the way to shoot the dogs back without giving up my attack?
Go for it.
24.
Yeah, you tell the dogs to stay, and they're all sort of growling, but sort of keeping a back line, not retreating, but holding back. The trainer at the fort was a pretty good trainer. 22 will hit, and 24 will hit by extension.
Probably the first one was the dex check. But I do get a second attack.
22 hits, drops a dog.
Should I do my second attack now?
No, your second attack comes at the end of the round, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Your next dog chills, demonic dog comes and is just gonna like fill the void of this one, leaping over it.
The dog disappeared as soon as, or is it still
that's true.
hanging
No,
off
yeah. You're right. No.
Still teeth. No, its teeth are still sunk into me. Is that the mechanic?
That's right. That one's teeth is sunk into you, so that one stays. Correct. This one leaps over the body and bites at William with a natural 1, completely whiffing. Next dog is gonna come this way, and it's gonna go right in between here and bite at Grimes. But that's as many dogs as can fit in this area. Grimes, it rolls an 8 against you. I'm sorry, a 10 against you, missing. And that is when...
Oh, no.
What's her name?
Oh, no, okay.
She actually help?
Oh, yeah, she's joining your side. Zara hops on into the fray, and she will take a spear stab at...
Doggy with pretty reduced HP.
Flank attack.
It is a flank attack. Well, this one... Did this one... Oh, this one is biting you. Yeah, then she hits it with her spear. Definitely hits it. Doing 2 plus 2 plus 2 to 4, 6 damage to the creature, which does not die. Okay, I'll just quickly give it a HP bar. All right. That dog doesn't do anything. The next demon dog is going to come past the bushes around the corner to Zara and take a bite at her.
Oh, God,
another natural
die.
1. No
All
good. Next dog is going to come. Oh, look, you can actually go under the branches of the tree. What am I talking about? There's plenty of room to get to William. Takes a bite at William with the flank. That becomes a 24.
It's going to be a hit because I don't have my shield on that side, I don't think, right?
Perfect. The dog puts its teeth into you for 5 points of damage and does not let go.
Okay.
I'm going to mark the ones that are biting you with red dots. It's just the 2 that have hit you, right? These other ones all missed?
I've got a body.
And a body,
to me.
right. That's fine. Okay. Next dog comes down south of Zara, turns around and comes up to bite her in the butt with a hit, latching onto her for 1 point of damage. All right, and 2 more. These guys, this one can come around the side, comes up from behind William, and latches 8 plus 2 for back attack, 16 total.
No.
Nope. Okay. And last but not least, I guess it's just standing back here yipping over and over again. Your other dogs are going to remain. I'm just going to take them out of the initiative order.
Second attack.
Get your second attack.
33.
You
Nice.
clear by a lot. Which one are you attacking?
The one that's grabbed me.
Okay. Roll some damage.
If he does enough damage, can he just like remove the dog's body from the head so that there's only a head stuck to him?
I think so. With 20 damage on a 10 HP dog, you can decapitate it and the body fizzles away while the head stays attached to you.
2d double damage is the max crit now, or is there a triple crit?
I think we're sticking just to double.
Double.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And let's roll initiative for next round.
Oh God, Neal. All the ones.
This one is out of initiative. That one is out of initiative. Let me just remove the other dead ones from the initiative order. Okay, that should be enough. Alrighty, Nimrod will come over here, grab another dog, and pull it to safety. William, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to attack this. I'm going to turn, rotate slightly. Can't see that. There we go. Leaving my shield to my left and attack this one on my right.
Go for it.
25.
Hit. Single hit. I believe that will...
That's 18 damage, Neal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if it kills it. It does.
If they had 10 HP, or are they taking half damage from fire?
They do not have a flat HP. They roll for HP. Some of
Okay.
them have high, some of them have low.
Okay.
Next up is the one on your left, William. It will bite and miss. Then this one back here, this guy we could just
I think
remove.
it's attached. I think this is the one that's attached to me.
This one will come and attack William with a 17, 18 with flank.
On my sword arm, no.
Okay. This was the one that's attached on Grimes, and it will roll to hit with a 21.
That is the lucky number.
Okay, Thongs still just does d6 damage for 6 on a bite. Just has double the bonus to hit when it's attached. This is one of them on Zara. It will bite at her with a 16, 17 for flanking. And she has AC is 15, so it'll bite her again for 4. She has a lot of HP though. She's got 65 HP, so I think this
Jesus
5
Christ.
damage that she's taken is nothing.
My word. What level is she?
How does she have 65 HP? That's a good question. She's a level 4 fighter, level 5 cleric with 16 con.
But if she's multi-classed, those are...
Oh, right. She's multi-class, not dual-classed. So she has had 4d10 plus 5d8 plus 18 HP.
Well,
That's
that
how
would
she
be
got so
dual
high.
class. Multi-class, it would divide those by 2.
Okay, well then she's dual
She's the good
class. She's whatever is a good one, apparently. I think that's how I don't remember how I got this HP.
Normally only humans can do, but...
I don't remember
Neon
how we got
Dragon.
these things.
She was also meant to be a boss monster, so you probably made her pretty beefy, and now she's on our side.
That's how things go.
Am I up next?
I do believe you are up next, Grimesy.
Alright, this is against the one who is biting me. An 8 is a miss.
Definitely miss.
9 is also a miss.
That's all right. The one before you, Grimes, bites at you with another natural 20 for 3 plus 3 is 6 damage, and it is also latched onto you.
These must be the shittiest demons on their own plane. Because, like, these guys are buffed up here.
They're demon animals.
One attacks her from behind. 16, 17, 18 to hit will bite her for 2 points of damage. Oh, it's already attached. Is that a crit then? No, it's not a crit. So it still does 2 damage to her. And it is her turn. She will spear one in front of her and miss. And William, second attack.
Yep. I guess I'll turn again and hit this one on my flank. It's gonna be a crit, isn't it?
Yes. You clear by 11.
31 damage.
Yeah, you will drop it. Okay. Initiative time. I'm just gonna clear out these dogs because I don't know who's dead anymore. Alrighty. I guess Nimrod should also be rolling initiative. Alright, he goes super late. Who's first up this time around? It looks like the dog on Zara. Ooh, 16 and 12 is a 28. Will clear her AC by 10 and crit her with a 1 and 2 for 3 damage.
Ooh.
And
Nasty.
this other one next to her that is not attached yet rolls another natural 1. The one before William, this one right here, it is already attached to you, so it rolls a 30 to hit you. That
Is it
clears.
already attached to me though?
It's got a red dot on it, so
Does
it's
it?
attached to you. Oh
Which
no, it
one are we
doesn't. The
looking
one
at?
below it has a red dot. Never mind. It's
Yeah.
just a 24 to hit.
That's not gonna hit.
24 does not hit.
I mean, because of my lost character sheet, I can't be certain, but I think the AC was 25. Can you tell me what the dragon armor AC was, and then I'll be able to work
Your
it out.
AC is 25. Your
Yeah.
Your Roll20 sheet has all of your stats and all of your gear on it, so I don't know why you need this other sheet.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Just doing that for me.
I wonder who's been making everything work for you.
I've never used this.
All right,
This
so
is great. Wow, look at this.
a 24 is a miss, apparently. Grimes, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do 2 attacks. Well, one at a time against this. I think I've only got 1 latched on me at this point, right?
You've got
22
2
will
attacking you.
Neal, how long is this character
22
sheet been
does
like
hit.
this?
For ages.
This is the first time I've ever looked at it.
Thanks, buddy.
What is
Looks
this?
amazing.
Only
Thanks,
9,
man. Thanks.
2 ones. 9 points of damage. Neal.
9 points of damage will not kill it.
I'll finish
ooh.
it off.
Yeah,
To
that'll
10.
bring it down. That'll bring it to death. There are 2 on you. Which one did you want to do? The top or the bottom one?
The top.
Okay, it's gone. Next up is another one attached to you already, Grimes. It rolls a 21
That's the lucky number.
for 2 points of damage, which I think just does 0 to you, right?
Correct. I am phased.
Yeah, so it's got its teeth in your leg, and it just like tries to sink them deeper, but through the plate, through not the plate, yeah, you've got dragon scales. So through the scales and through the etherealness of it, the dog's teeth make no progress in launching you. Zara tries to stab one of them on her with a 14 plus 4 is an 18 to one of the ones that is already attached to her is a hit. And she does 2d4 plus 2 damage. 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 4. I guess both of these are at full HP, huh? Oh no, this was the one that she was attacking earlier. So she kills the one on Grimes, because that's the one she had been fighting. It goes down. And William's turn rolls around.
Alright,
not-
I'm going
it's
to
still
attack with... Hang on. Look at that, automatic. 23.
Wow, you hit.
How do I do the damage, Neal?
You just roll it manually.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's disappointing, isn't it?
The sheet is ever
Go on.
building.
Right, sure.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah,
Character sheets.
you rip it to shreds. It dies.
You've not seen them before either, Ryan.
I think they're new. I mean, he made them for this campaign, right?
I made the sheets for Kuban Knights, and then I ported them to this campaign and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Is that both your attacks, William?
Yeah, no, that was just one attack. Just
Make the
wanted to see
second
what the
one.
now.
Nope.
Oh, my.
Natural
Finally
one is
miss.
a miss. Give
Yeah.
me a saving throw versus death there, William.
Oh, okay.
Oh, beautiful. So what happens here? Flaming sword in hand. I think you catch this tree adjacent to you on fire.
Okay. More reason for the Knoll. Oh, the Knoll's gonna freak out about its kid.
All right. Next round initiative. There, by my count, are only... Oh shit, there's only these 2 on Zara left even. No wonder you missed something. You were attacking a dead dog. 2, 3? Yeah, this one just ate it. Okay. So, last 2. Roll initiative. Let's get it done.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah, and Nimrod grabbed another dog to safety. Start of the initiative order. Ooh,
Oh,
she
that
did not
didn't-
roll.
Never mind. I tried to use the character sheet to roll initiative, and it just rolled a d10 plus 2. Can I edit my own initiative? I can.
You can. Yeah. All right, Southern Dogs. First one attacks what's-her-face with a 28, which clears by 10, which crits her for 2, plus 2 is 4 damage. And the next dog makes an attack. 12 and 6 is 18, hits her for another 4 damage. All right. And Nimrod retrieves another dog, and Grimes goes.
So I step back, hopefully shaking these the dogs loose.
I guess you step back and you start dragging these corpses with you, because they're firmly attached to you.
All right, and I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think they provide combat penalties or anything, so I'll circle around and attack this dog that is attached to Zara.
Go for it. You can get
sword.
14's a hit.
How do I roll damage on this thing?
It's still manual. The sheets are
Okay.
still updating with new features.
2d8 plus 2d6 plus 1. 16 points of damage.
Whoa.
Yeah, kill it. It dies.
Dragging forward, I make an offhand against the other one. 16. That's
Not gonna hit. It is an unattached dog. It has 22 AC. It is fast. It sees your attack coming and like lowers its body as your thrust comes right over it. And I guess it's already gone, but you know, keeps barking and yipping and trying to bite Zara.
I think I'm before Zara, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll come around here and
you should be able to finish this one off.
I hope so, yeah. 34.
Yep, that's a hit.
22.
And you do finish it off. It dies and vanishes in an instant, turning into sort of like a small, loosely knitted knot of gnats.
I make a grab for the gnats. Just with my hand, I want to swipe some of them.
Sure, you grab some of them and open your hand and they're not there.
Damn it. It's gonna eat them.
I mean, there's still a bunch of them buzzing around. If you want to just go suck them up and inhale them, you are more than welcome to.
I try and suck up one.
All right,
It's crunchy.
I detach the demons that are
What word did you use
hanging
now?
onto me.
Crunchy. They got
Crunchy.
like they're like little, almost insecty, or maybe they've got like a exoskeleton or crunchy bones on the inside or something. It's like eating crickets.
Do I feel stronger?
You do not feel stronger after eating a single gnat. They're...
Sounds like I need to eat more.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of these dead dogs right here, these demon dogs. You want to Ferris one of them up?
No, but aren't they all disappearing into nuts the second they...
Not the ones that are still attached to people.
Yeah, I'll Ferris them up if I can. Like...
You can start eating the demon dog alive, uncooked. I guess.
No, because I just want to eat the nuts, right? If you cut a bit of its leg off, does it?
Yeah, so you take a dog's leg and you hack it off and then you drop it and let it go and it begins to like fizzle and break apart into these constituent little buzzing, flying, not quite flying, more of like it breaks apart and they kind of like pop up and then they slowly start falling down. They don't actually fly. They just kind of like poof, and like a dandelion or something.
So given that they don't move, it's odd for you to describe them as like gnats, which are living creatures. Why are they not more like, bits
dust or ashes?
Yeah.
Because they do move a little bit, and they are small, and now that you've got time and you're getting really close to them, you can see they are sort of fleshy, and in some regard, they might qualify as life. I mean, as much as a gnat would qualify as life.
But they just fall to the ground and then disappear.
No, they land on the ground and start cruising along. Some of them start munching on grass.
I look, while this is all happening, Grimes looks over to Zara.
She's removing dogs from her legs, and then as she does so, they vanish into these creatures and fall to the ground. And
how is she reacting to William trying to eat them?
She's not even paying attention to William. She's looking at these things that have been biting her and seeing them disappear and is confused and worried.
Grimes will ask, what are these beasts?
I have no idea. By the gods, what are these beasts?
I ate a few of them, Neal.
All right. They're kind of crunchy. Kind of flavorless. No.
I don't feel like I'm absorbing the power of the demons.
No.
Okay. I'll stop.
Okay.
Should we put this tray out? Can we put this tray out? Do we have any water? Is there water near here, Zara? I say to her in common.
She
Grimes.
looks at you sort of blankly.
I go like this to the tray.
Grimes is actually like walking forward a little to try and get a clear sight through the woods. I guess it's dark, but I want to see if there are any more demons coming.
There's no more demons coming that you can see, but you did just light a giant spotlight that will attract everything for miles and miles and miles and miles.
So I take a minute, like ready for another wave to come, like staring off into the woods. And if all is quiet, maybe I'll listen for a second. So like step forward 20 feet or so away from the commotion of the party and listen through the woods.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to roll an eavesdrop check?
I would love you to.
That's an 18. Oops. 17 plus 18.
17 plus 8. 34?
35.
Yeah,
35. So
35.
plenty.
That's
if there's anything
quite
out
good.
there to hear, I should hear it.
Certainly. And you hear... What do you hear? Nothing, actually. It's just the roaring of the tree behind you, the yipping of your dogs, and the yipping of Nimrod back at them. Zara's
in the distance.
mumbled prayers to Velthara in Knollish, and William trying to eat little bugs.
I guess I'll stop now.
And in the background, the screeching of a demon.
Every now and then, sort of...
All right. Grimes walks back to the party. I think that's all of them, but we should get out of here before this flame draws their attention.
Tell her that we were going to the orb, the volcanoes. Maybe she wants to come with us.
Yeah. Zara, we were heading to the Scrag tunnels, to the old volcanoes, to see if there's anything there that can help us.
You cannot go there. Scrags are a dangerous and deadly lot. They will rip you to shreds.
The Scrags are dead. The few survivors scattered across the continent.
How have they come to be so? They have ruled this land as long as my people have been here.
Until we came.
She looks at you with mixed horror and respect, and gives a bit of a head nod and says, "These things are unnatural, and you have attracted them to my home." She says, pointing to the flames.
I think this is their home. Whatever is the Scrags magic, whatever magic the Scrags had holding this land in place is broken. This isn't any of our homes anymore.
Come with me then, she says. And she will lead you to the Knollish encampment at the middle of this, which is a fairly well-fortified area. You have, I guess, the Knollish equivalent of a palisade wall. It's not quite straight up and down. It's more pointy outward. But it's also built on like an earthen rampart, and there's a walkway behind it that you can go, and there's a few burrows inside, and she has you wait outside of the spiked wall, hurries on in, and a few minutes later comes out with 6 pups in tow. Little tiny Knollish pups.
How big are they compared to Nimrod?
They're smaller than, well, they're a little bit smaller than Nimrod.
We have a collection of dogs of all kinds.
Yeah. The little pups seem very at home and familiar with your pack of dogs, and almost instinctively, kind of crawl on all fours over to them and climb onto their backs. Like they might with the wolves that these people once had before you killed them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
Your
these
dogs do not seem very comfortable with little gnolls climbing on them and try and toss them off, and there's a small childish scuffle that ensues.
Sounds adorable.
Are these your pups? I ask Zara.
They are the last of my people.
I nod solemnly. Our last pup died, slain by a dragon.
My best warriors died.
I nod solemnly. Well, this is no child deserves to be in this place, but
she protectively
do our
steps
best.
between you and her pups when you start that sentence.
Well,
And then realizing what you say,
yeah.
calms down and backs down. Okay. Why don't we take our first break right here? Probably our only break, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.